Hello everybody, welcome to the first episode from Great and Goffical. I'm with my co-host,
Con Hugh.
and today we'll be discussing life, politics, Brexit, and SpongeBob. So Connor, talk to me.
Yes.
Talk to me. What has happened recently?
I've made a YouTube channel.
What are your YouTube plans? in the
You
future?
see, I plan to make videos like twice a week, once or twice a week. See, have some videos will be discussions about plans, future videos coming out, sneak previews, and I plan to be on this podcast as well.
Yeah, that is a good motivation. What would you think the main theme of your channel will be?
Well, it's Christmas Eve right now, for us. So, and tomorrow I get new things. So there'll be new videos of the new things I get. Not me like showing you stuff, but there'll be Cold War videos. So it's pretty much like some gaming stuff on there.
Yeah, because I remember you saying in one of your videos that you're gonna do like a Mars Morales. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna be walking, doing a playthrough through Cold War story, zombies with friends, and also Mars Morales. I'll be doing a playthrough with that, live streams, videos, and funny things that I find on that game.
Sounds like a good idea. Anyway, I've got a thing for you to do. It's called Who's Tweet. And yes, when you start a podcast, the first thing you do is get everyone else who has a podcast and steal their content. So we'll be doing Who's Tweet. Now, I'll ask you, who do you think this was? KSI or Logan Paul? I need to relax. I've uploaded 5 videos in 48 hours, laugh my ass off.
Definitely KSI.
You got that one correct. Now, that one was the first one, and that was probably, let's say, a rubbish one, but I couldn't be bothered to find another funny one. This one is quite funny.
Right.
Kim Kardashian or Jake Paul? What if we spelled people like people? That'd be funny.
That's Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, you got that right as well. Well done. For some reason, other people didn't get this. Now, this is my favourite. Dr. Phil or Tekashi 6ix9ine? If a girl is drunk, is it okay to have sex with her?
Dr. Phil.
You got it right. 3 out of 3. I'm surprised. Why? What made you think of Dr. Phil?
I'd love to say it, Jay, but YouTube and some people may not agree what I was gonna say. So no comment.
Anyway, a fact on that matter. He literally deleted the video like moments after. Oh no, he deleted the message moments after on Twitter. So do you have a topic?
Yes, your top 3 Pringle flavors in order.
So recently I had that rice one. I don't really know the name of it.
Rice flavored Pringles.
I forgot what they're called. The Pringles Fusion. Yeah, that one. I like that one.
I tried the honey glazed ham. They're okay, but I think the top 3 are definitely number 1, sour cream and onion for me.
That's a classic.
Cheese and onion's okay. That'd be the third one. But the second one. I'm not a big fan of Texas barbecue. It'd have to be ready salted. Ready salted's boring. No, right. Sour cream and onion, cheese and onion, ready salted. Salt and vinegar's number 4.
I'm not really a crisp type of person. Chocolate's usually my thing, so I couldn't really name like 1 or 2.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, we've got a next subject.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you 3 things that people have expressed on the internet they got from a secret Santa, and you've got to pick the one that is incorrect. It's
Alright,
probably
okay.
quite straightforward, actually. Number 1, a twerking game. Number 2, a Santa-shaped dildo. Number 3, a grow-your-own boyfriend kit.
I think it's the. Ooh, well, there are some weird ass people out there, and there's some definitely people. You know, there's girls out there that like dad bods. Shout out to you girls out there.
God.
But granddad bods, yeah, there's some girls out there that like that as well. So I'm gonna say the Santa-shaped dildo is a real thing. Probably because the twerking game's a real thing as well. I've heard of that.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's got to
just...
be the grow your own boyfriend kit.
Surely the twerking game is just Twister with adults with no clothes.
It's just like listening to WAP with your kids on a Sunday afternoon.
Anyway, you got it incorrect. The one I made up was a Santa-shaped dildo.
Of course you did.
That's something I would say.
Coming from the guy that literally showed me bestiality 5 seconds ago.
That's my second topic. What else do you have to say?
SpongeBob.
I swear this new SpongeBob movie had Keanu Reeves in it.
Yes, there is. I actually watched that. It's where, not to spoil it if any of you guys are a SpongeBob fan out there, but it's where, he loses Gary because the. All right, so pretty much the king of Atlantis starts getting old, and then he needs Gary to like be younger again. So he kidnaps Gary, and then SpongeBob goes to find him.
Gary.
And then the tumbleweed is Keanu Reeves, and it's one thing I always remember from SpongeBob is like they're in the Krusty Krab, right? And it's Patrick's day. He's working there. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick.
Well, I think the first one's the best one in my opinion.
Yeah, no. The first film, did you say?
Yeah.
What one's that?
The one that's animated. The one that looks like a cartoon.
Oh, because there's 4, I think. You got the one where Poseidon loses his crown.
Yeah, that one. That's the first one.
There's loads of Christmas ones. What's the other 2? Oh, the other 2 are the one where he's out of water again for some reason.
Sponge out of water.
And then, yeah, there's another film where it's just a big old SpongeBob episode for some odd. Oh, there's one where there's a Krusty Krab 2. That's a film, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't really watch that many films.
Oh, yeah, you should watch SpongeBob.
I know. Well, I might as well binge watch something during COVID. Anyway,
True.
moving on.
Even if we can say that word, the big old C word.
Moving on. What are your thoughts on the Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather fight that's happening next February 20th?
Right. He lost to KSI, right? By 2 points.
Yeah.
And he decides, I was lost to
Yeah, he did
KSI.
have a 2-point deduction though, because he punched him in the back of his head and pity of.
Exactly, it would have been
rage.
another draw. It would have been another draw.
He actually would have won if that didn't happen.
It would have been yeah, true.
But then it might have gone different because since he punched him in the back of the head, it might have thrown KSI off a bit because Eddie Hearn. He said once Logan Paul knocked KSI to the floor, KSI wasn't as good for the rest of the fight. So that punch in the back of the head could have helped Logan in being bitterly destroyed. I still can't believe it was a year ago, but yeah, do you think Logan has any chance at all at beating the guy who's believed to be the greatest of all time?
Absolutely not. He is going to get knocked out.
Yeah, but have you seen the height
And if
difference
I'm
and the weight difference?
So?
No,
Floyd Mayweather has knocked out people twice his size, Logan Paul's size, and bigger.
well, Floyd Mayweather would have been in a different division, I think. You know, there's different divisions of weight in boxing.
Just because Logan is a lot bigger than him doesn't mean that he's instantly going to win him. He may be stronger, but it's all about performance in boxing. It's not about how hard you hit; it's about how you hit it and how fast you hit it and everything.
Well, athletically, Logan seems like athletically and just
athletically, of course, Logan's going to be bigger. But
body, it's Logan. He's younger. But the difference is Floyd's stamina is probably not going to be as good, but his technique, his wisdom in the field is going to be way better.
He's fighting a 50-year-old world champion.
Yeah.
Like, why? Just why? He is. I think that this is all because he's washed up and he's trying to get back out there. He's trying to get back out there. He's doing what Jake Paul is doing. Jake Paul is irrelevant now. No one really knows. No one even watches him anymore because he's just about boxing. He's just an annoying person, and he doesn't understand that. He thinks that his channel is dying, so he's gonna go for bigger people, so everybody knows who he is again.
You're not really wrong, but Logan. That's the difference with Logan Paul. He's come back from his mistakes, and when he was uploading daily, he was getting more views than KSI. Easily.
Yeah.
He even surpassed KSI because the amount of, let's say, entertaining videos he made back in September.
I had a look at them. Aren't they only 4 minutes long?
Yeah, they're short, but that's why people watch them, so they have good watch time.
That keeps people watching because they've only got a little bit. If you upload every day and they're long, people will go, "Oh, okay." If they're short and they're funny and they have
quality over quantity, isn't it? Quantity of how long the video is in quality.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So you don't think he has any chance, 1%?
Who? Jake or
Logan Paul beating Floyd Mayweather?
I think that at the start of the fight, we'll be surprised, but no way.
Because Floyd Mayweather isn't usually the guy to knock someone out first round. He usually plays with them. He plays with his food a little bit.
And he's left-handed as well, so Logan will be watching that as well. What Logan did is he watched KSI, and I think he's going to watch Floyd. And then when he watches Floyd and sees that, Logan will have to try, and it's just I don't understand why they're both doing it. The Paul family.
Because Logan Paul can't lose either way. If he does one good punch from Floyd Mayweather, people are gonna violate Floyd for the rest of his career, the rest of his life even. Because people are like, you let a YouTuber give you a bloody nose, anything like that. Even if Floyd won easily and Logan got a good punch and he went to the floor, Floyd's career would be done because he got knocked over by a YouTuber. Logan Paul is the underdog, but that means Logan Paul's already won this fight because he can't statistically win, but he can definitely make it a show, and that's what
in the media he's definitely won.
That's what he always enjoyed the most. He even said that he would always want to put on a show. If you look at the press conferences with the KSI fight, he was literally standing on tables in the UK field, and it isn't even his own, and he was more confident than KSI.
I think that Logan Paul will be definitely taken out of his comfort zone, and he'll be in a new zone of boxing, and it will just be so strange to him. But I'm looking at you guys if Logan Paul will get knocked out, and if I'm wrong, I want a montage of me saying that Floyd is going to win, but then Logan wins. So either way, if Logan wins, I'm gonna post a video saying I was right. If I'm wrong, then it's just a montage of me memeing myself.
Yeah, we'll make Great and Goffical Clips YouTube channel with just montages of you saying things that didn't happen.
Yes, please.
Let's talk
about you gonna say?
Jake and Conor then.
For God's sake, Conor McGregor isn't even replying to Jake.
Yeah, well, that's the best thing he can do.
He hasn't even acknowledged it's happening. He's seen it all over it, and he just went.
He's been offered 50 million though. The thing is though, if anyone gets offered 50 million, who, let's say, is just a normal athlete or extreme
Okay.
athlete, they're gonna be like, well,
Right,
obviously I'm gonna say 50 million to knock out a YouTuber.
I want the people like watching this right now to think Jake Paul is 2-0. Conor McGregor. I'm not a UFC fan.
In boxing, he's 0-1 because he actually fighted Floyd Mayweather back in 2016.
Yeah, 16,
Yeah,
17,
he hasn't
16.
really,
I don't know.
he hasn't really done boxing, but he's definitely got a better fighter's mind than Jake. He's like 10 years older.
Yeah, because it was quite a long time ago. Jake knocked out
Nate Robinson.
Yeah, Nate. And the tweet was, "I'm gonna shock the world, bro," and then it's just a picture of him laying on the floor. I found that funny.
The amount of Among Us moves, oh god.
Yeah. And I think he's just so cocky, and he's gonna get in that ring, and he's gonna be put in his place by Conor McGregor.
Yeah, but you know Conor's worse in that aspect.
Exactly, that's what Jake wants. Jake wants this attention, like the video I saw the other day. I was laying in my bed, right, and I'm scrolling through Instagram, and I see this video, and it's Jake Paul smoking this cigar, and he puts on this Irish accent, and he goes, "I'm offering you 50 million, and you haven't even seen my message yet." And I was laughing because he doesn't care. Conor McGregor doesn't care. If he fights you, then you're just dumb. I think that Jake should be in a UFC fight to see with Conor McGregor, so you know it's equal.
I think they're gonna do a boxing fight.
There should be a boxing fight and then a UFC fight, so it's fair to both of them in their natural sport.
Yeah, but even if it's Conor's unnatural sport, like he's still gonna be way better. He already has the better advantage.
Yeah.
They've got a similar height difference, like 2 or 1 inch difference. Conor's the better athlete. In the UFC, he's literally won in every division: lightweight, featherweight.
And I swear he won a UFC fight in the first round.
40 seconds, yeah, cowboy.
Knocked him out.
He can't use his legs though in a boxing fight, so that's the only
Yeah, but it was a
difference.
punch that knocked out Cowboy anyway. He just punched him.
Yeah, so Jake's ego is. If you look at some of the Impulsive podcasts, Jake's ego is so massive. He even just says openly that he could easily beat Logan in a fight.
Man, Logan is an athlete. Jake Paul is just somebody who got his.
They're both from the same
body
family.
perception. His ego is a lot higher than it should be.
I know Logan's the wiser and more intelligent brother out of the two of them, but he definitely hasn't got as good fighting potential or fighting character within him.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
So I'm not sure who would win in that. Personally, I think Logan, because I reckon it would come down to strength and height. Because even Jake said I'd fight my brother in a fight one day in a boxing match.
He's just dumb for that.
Logan versus Jake.
See, they don't care about like the money or whoever's gonna win. It's just about the fame. More fame.
Yeah, that
more
comes
money,
with winning though, doesn't it? Yeah.
Winning? Oh yeah, whoever wins, they're brothers. So obviously it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, but I think the person who lost, they're gonna be shadowed in that brother the rest of their lives.
And guess what? When KSI won, Jake Paul was angry, and Logan Paul was a very humble man.
Yeah, because he hasn't got as strong fighting spirit as his brother.
Oh no! It's because Logan was standing there, fine, all calm and chilled out, and Jake was really annoyed and blamed Logan's trainer for this. Yeah, and it wasn't even his trainer's fault. he took it, and then a couple weeks later he realised that,
It's just a good
he didn't
experience,
realise.
really. That's the way Logan saw
Yeah.
it. He said he didn't feel like he lost the fight.
And the amount of respect I have for KSI and Logan Paul, that they both shook hands with each other afterwards as well. Like, they met each other in this interview, and they didn't even know that both of them were going to be there. So KSI
Oh,
came in, and
they
then
did the
Logan Paul
strongest
came in,
punch,
and
didn't
then
they? Yeah.
yeah, and they just shook hands and sat next to each other and spoke to each other like normal human beings. Jake Paul wouldn't do that. Jake Paul would make fun of them and square up to them, but them two, no, they were calm
That's what
and
DAZN.
relaxed.
You know, the people who made that DAZN hit. That's what they thought would happen. Like, they would have like a beef, and that would obviously give them quite a few views. That's why they didn't tell each other they were there.
KSI and Logan Paul both saw each other and went, "Oh, okay." And KSI was just like, "Well, we don't have a problem with each other. We squashed it already, so it's fine." They shook hands, sat next to each other, spoke to each other normally with respect, and you've got to respect that with them.
Anyway, you got another topic. Let's move on. Let's move on from the boxing field and the fighting field and talk about something a bit more peaceful. The new
I don't.
new consoles have came out recently.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Would you? So I think you're a PS5 guy, aren't you? Over
Oh
Xbox.
yeah, I get that tomorrow. But just because I'm getting one doesn't mean I'm gonna be flexing it. I'm not gonna go, "Oh, I've got PS5." You don't. I haven't spoken about it. I've spoken about it to a couple people. I haven't rubbed it in their face.
Yeah, the only
I'm
time
just
you really
gonna.
spoke about it is when I've actually asked you.
Yeah, and I just if you couldn't get one, then I'm very sorry for you. But I was very lucky to. So I'm sorry you couldn't get yours.
Did you get it the first time in November?
Yeah.
Alright. And that just counts as obviously, your Christmas gift. So,
No, I don't have it. No.
Yeah, but it counts as a Christmas gift. Does it?
Yeah, I don't. It's not plugged in or nothing. It's
Yeah.
under the tree.
Have you seen
this
it?
week. Yeah, no. They let me have a go with it. They plugged it in and let me download everything, and then said that you can have it at Christmas.
Alright, fine.
So I got a sneak peek of what it's like. One thing that I would like to, my experience with the PlayStation 5, the controller feels like a whole new thing.
Yeah, that's what.
And
That's
I went
what
back
people
to,
chose.
I went back to playing with the PlayStation 4, and it felt so strange.
The
It
quality.
was like when people, yeah, because there was never analog sticks on the PlayStation 1, and then when they were added to a PlayStation 1 controller, everyone said it was so weird and they couldn't get used to it with the way that they play. And I just felt like the control on the PS4 felt so like lifeless. You know what I mean?
Our vibrations and motion sensing.
Yeah, it's the haptic feedback. The controller is actually a challenge. Like, you actually have to try. The controller just makes you feel like you're in the game, especially with Cold War. Like, oh, that was amazing.
Yeah.
There's also one thing I will say that's really good about it is the playroom. That's amazing.
I heard that the loading screens are like really quick. They're different because the PS5 loads faster than the Xbox, but overall Xbox is a more powerful console.
Yeah, because they have a PC company working on them, don't they?
In like the Spider Morales video game, the ray tracing, the
Yeah, but
have you seen it?
it's
The reflection, it looks really well done, and
it's a beautiful game. Beautiful game. I don't know if consoles after this generation could get any better. I think that they're just gonna try. They can't.
they're just gonna get smaller and smaller, in my opinion. I think.
Yeah, they'll make them tinier.
Because I feel like they say this every time a generational thing comes out. It can't get better than this when it actually does. Like
Yeah. They did that with the PS4.
Because we could look at let's say FIFA 21 and be like the graphics on there. Because when you go on to like zoom in on certain parts of the football, it looks really good. And people think it can't get better than that. But if you look at it, let's say 10 years from now, we're definitely going to be contradicted against ourselves.
It'll be like a VR sort of thing.
I think everything's just going to get smaller. Everything's going to be more compact, and then it's going to eventually be cheap. There's going to be so much of it that it just becomes cheap, and everyone can get that type of thing.
No, my brother has the new Xbox as well.
Wait, do you live with your older brother?
Yeah, my brother's right behind this wall behind me. He's right there.
So he's getting an Xbox and you're getting a PS5?
Yeah.
What? Why?
Well, he already has his because he brought that himself.
Why does he prefer the Xbox? You live in the same house.
Well, no, So the reason why I like PlayStation is because when I was young, he always had a PlayStation. I would always walk in there and ask him about it and ask to play. So I grew up with a PlayStation 2, 3, 4. And then when the PS5 come out, I was like, oh damn, this would be really cool. So it was really nice to know that there was a new console coming out, because I thought that was the end for the PlayStation. And then in the summer, I was with Johnny, I think, and we saw the video together.
Shout out to Johnny Paul!
Yeah, shout out to Johnny Paul. You man, the myth, the legend. Yeah. And he was like, yeah, that looks nice, but I want to get the Xbox. I was like, oh, okay. So, the PlayStation was one of my first consoles. I did, in fact, play the 360 when I was younger as well. So, Oliver Abley.
I've played every console that, obviously, we could get our hands on. At our age, first of all, I had the Xbox 360, then I had the PS3, then I had the PS4, then the Xbox One. I just felt like the PS4, like loading into it, finding the settings, it was so easy to get used to it. But when you go on the Xbox, it took so long to figure out where everything was compared to the PS4.
Yeah.
I think the Xbox 360 had a better layout than the PS4 of how easy it was to get onto things. That's where I think Xbox peaked.
360 was way ahead of its time.
Yeah, everyone got that.
I'd agree with that.
Did you know
PS3 was something that's just going with the times?
Yeah. Did you know the PS2 is the most bought console of all time?
I think I did know that, yeah.
Like 18 years ago.
It was 18 years ago, damn. For the kids that were our age when that was out, they're nearly 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you?
So.
Okay, you can say something if you want.
I saw the Xbox. I had a little go with that. I had a test with that, and I tested the PlayStation as well. And I thought the rating of the PlayStation is about an 8, and the Xbox is a 6.
Yeah. So
the PlayStation gets an 8. I'll start off with that because beautiful games, haptic feedback, ray tracing, and someone said to me, they was like, well, yeah, well, why don't you just get an expensive PC? Oh, no.
Yeah, a lot of people think PC are going to take over.
Oh, probably one day, but all they care about is if your PC's pre-built and blah, 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 and I just don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Consoles are pre-built, they're fun, and it's sort of what our generation grew up with, so I'm not going to just leave that behind because everybody else is doing it,
Yeah, when you're playing console, when you're playing, like, let's say a Battlefield game, you're in the mixture of, okay, am I taking this seriously or am I having a bit of fun? But when I think of PC Battlefield games, it's either you're a competitive player who is classified as a pro, or you're getting really irritated with yourself and you're a noob and you just give up because you can't. You're either good at keyboard and mouse or you're not. And with console, I just think there's so many more variations of how good people are, and that's why it's more popular.
You have okay people and stuff like that, but PC's just 2 groups. You know what I mean?
I think it's more difficult to get better at keyboard and mouse, but when you get good at it, you're definitely better than people who are good on console because you have more. The mouse gives you more accessibility to move faster.
Yeah. I know Minecraft isn't really a competitive game, but you know, Minecraft gets more updates than the consoles do.
Oh yeah, Minecraft Java versus
Hmm.
Bed.
They've got the cave update already. May I just say? And
think it's
I had to
because
go
it's
down to
easier
the
to do
FPS and
that.
stuff.
I think it's easier to update PC things faster than console.
Yeah. And one thing I will say is, games are just taking so much longer to download now. You know,
On what?
and making everything digital, like PlayStation and Xbox. Like they're such big games with all these new graphics that they are taking longer and bigger memory. So it's sort of, they make you buy the game for a lot of money, and then they make you wanna have, and then to have to play the game, you have to have a lot of money
Yeah.
and a lot of free
Exactly.
time. So if you're working a long ass job, and, you know, and you just want to play the game, then you've got to put your PlayStation in rest mode, or you know, leave it on while you go out, and that's also a hazard because the fans on the PlayStation are a lot cooler. But if you get the PS4 version, the PS4s are a lot older, and they will just, you know, sometimes it's just, I don't know.
You know the size comparison between the two consoles, like how
I did
massive
decide.
the PS5 is. I don't think it's actually that large. I just think it's really long and narrow, because if you take off the aesthetic, which is the white plates on each side, it's actually quite small.
Mm.
It's obviously large in length, but it's not actually that wide.
Yeah. Like I have a PS4 controller right here. This is not my main controller. My main controller's over there, but it's all the way across the side. This is my brother's controller, by the way. And this is tiny compared to a PS5 controller. The PS5 controller is
Do you have it?
probably about
Give an example.
up to here. I do not, but the PlayStation 5 is about that big. Yeah, that's about how big it is. And it goes like that, and then it's sharp on the edges as well. So when you're holding it, you're sort of like this.
I know there's different
A lot
materials
bigger.
on the bottom part, like the bottom part where you
Yeah,
hold your
yeah.
hands.
You know, and when you're playing it, you can feel like the vibration in your whole body.
What game did you
And
play
it
again?
I played Playroom and Cold War.
How long were you playing it?
Oh, about 2 hours, 3 hours.
I don't know why they let you do that then. They should have just... Because if they're going to do that, they might as well just give it to
I
you.
know. Yeah.
Because that's just
Well, I had
that's
to wait.
annoying.
I had to wait because I had to set my account up. And then there's this stupid screen reader for some odd reason.
That's like having... That's like
What do
having...
blind people when they play PlayStation?
That's like having 2 chocolate calendars on the first day of December and then not being able to eat the other one until the 24th.
Yes.
It's irritating.
Also, Merry Christmas. If you're watching this
Merry Christmas.
during Christmas. Because by the time this is out, you're watching this on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for
Great and
taking your
Goffical.
time.
Great and Goffical have that quality, you know?
Yeah, so thank you for taking your time out of your Christmas Day, or Christmas Eve Day, or Boxing Day to have a look at this video. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Anyway, we're following down to some of our final topics. Do you have anything on the main agenda at the moment that you'd like to talk about?
Main agenda.
Well, there's one thing we haven't spoke about, which I find really surprising, and many viewers would probably be able to find they're happy with it because they hear it so much. But COVID-19.
Oh yeah.
Well, I heard many not famous but political people have had the vaccination. Some are having it now, and I think they're giving it to people very slowly. So if you have to be a required age to have it, obviously faster than others. Like I think they're going to start with the 75s, and obviously if you've got enough money to, let's say, goad people into doing it, you'll get a vaccination quicker.
Yeah, no. I think that they've taken long enough to, you know, make this vaccination. I know that you can't make it like that. It's to cure you. So they've got to take time in it, and also make sure it doesn't kill you or harm your body permanently,
because it's going to
that will
affect
make
people differently, isn't it?
mad.
I think
You know, it will affect everybody.
Yeah.
If it works, it will affect people in a good and bad way anyway. You've got them anti-vax people. I know a couple anti-vax
and
people.
there's obviously certain ingredients in the certain types of vaccinations. Like most vaccinations, if you're, for example, my dad, he's allergic to egg. He's not allowed to have the vaccination now because it might contain egg, like properties of egg. So he can't have it. He hasn't had a vaccination in his life because of that. So
I don't like coleslaw anyway. That's just disgusting.
it's not that bad. If it's large, if there's large quantities of it, it's obviously going to taste horrible.
No. I mean, mayonnaise. Blech. That's disgusting.
So you don't want mayonnaise with a chicken burger? That stuff's going to go dry.
I could just put barbecue sauce in there.
You're a barbecue sauce dad.
Here's a message out. Here's a message to you people. Alright, just zoom in on me for this one. Alright, you ever feel bad about yourself? You know, there are people out there that eat olives. Olives. Them nasty green little shits. Them dirty things. Olives, yeah. They eat them. There are people that eat them. And if you're an olive eater, just go away. I don't even want to be friends with you anymore.
That's pretty mean. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out the percentage of people on the planet are olive eaters.
Good. Because then I'll just not talk to that percentage of people. I'll hate you all. Every single one of you that eat olives. I hate you so much. Yeah, post it on your stories. Connor hates olive eaters. Yes, I do. I don't know if that's like... I'm an olive... I don't know.
I'm trying to
olive
find out
phobic, that's it. Whatever that word is, I am that. Alright, I hate you guys. I'm scared of you guys. You disgust me. You shouldn't be human.
Alright, here we go. This is something you're gonna hate. In general, 62% of people like olives.
62%. You're telling me
But
that 48% of the world have brains and have talent and taste. They can actually taste. What does an olive taste like? Tell me. Exactly. I don't know because I don't like them.
Bitter?
Never eaten them.
That's not a good reason to have a bad opinion about it.
And they're disgusting and they're slimy.
Wait,
and
you've never tried them? You've never tried them?
Oh no, I've tried them.
Oh, thank God.
No,
I was gonna say.
No, never felt so horrible in my life. And I swear to God, Jay, if you drug me and shove an olive in my mouth.
If anyone's going to drug Connor in a party in the next 2 years, don't even bother with buying something that's going to make him, let's say...
if you cook food in olive oil,
just put
I will flip out.
Just put an olive in it.
Don't even. If you put olive oil in my drink, olive oil in anywhere, and I can just smell that. Just the olive smell, man.
Would you prefer your girlfriend to have a breath full of olives or salmon?
Oh. Salmon.
Yeah, fish.
Oh yeah. Okay, and the people that eat tuna out there.
Do you want me to find out that statistic as well? Do you want me to find that statistic as well?
Yeah, that's cat food. Why are you eating cat food? Why are you eating cat food? Just tell me why, please.
Oh, you're gonna hate this.
What?
I just found out from statistical information that 88% of American households liked canned tuna.
Right. Listen, they're Americans. And you lot are stupid. Americans are stupid. Your food portions are massive. You invented fast food restaurants. Duh.
Yeah, the size.
You guys eat olives. You have Hawaii, which made pineapple on pizza, so you guys have an issue. Fix that as well. Pineapple on pizza, God. Alright. And you eat cat food. And you have guns. And you have RPGs at Walmart. Like, I can walk into my normal store. What am I gonna get today? Smacks a rocket launcher on the counter. Yeah, I'll have that, please.
While you're next to your 3-year-old toddler.
Yeah. So they're literally, yeah, just a parent just, what do you want for Christmas? A gun, smacks a rocket launcher on the counter next to some canned tuna and some olives and Hawaiian pizza for dinner. That's them sort of people. If you've ever had the combination of olives, pineapple, and tuna on a pizza, I know that there's about
People
some of
have
you
that
out
at
there.
Subway though.
Subway?
Yeah, a lot of
What?
people have that sort of thing at Subway.
Well, then they're just messed
and
up.
then
And the
they've
person
got
who made
canned
that
corn as
Subway-
well. Canned corn in it. Canned corn with tuna and olive oils and
Oh,
pickles.
That's gonna be so slimy, horrible. It's kind of like what I'd leave in the toilet.
Well then, that's a different colour, isn't it?
Well, no, it won't be. It'll be disgusting, especially if they've got olives in there.
The smell will be the same, probably.
You know, shout out to Pepsi for this amazing flavour, may I say.
We're not sponsored by Pepsi, but if they want to sponsor us, just
Yeah, if you want to sponsor us, please do.
we'll put our
Oh look,
Socials
see,
in
it's
the
made in Great Britain. See, we have great in our name, America. That's what I thought. You're not great, you're just fat.
most of them are from our country.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we're idiots as well then.
No, we just like biscuits and crumpets, and we're
Oh, McVites,
amazing. And they're just dumb.
Oh, McVites, digestives, with Yorkshire tea.
And I will be honest, most of the people in Britain, we're from everywhere. There's not 100% English people. You've got Welsh, Scottish,
Took
Irish.
over the whole world.
Exactly. And most of us are from Norway anyway, so
Yeah, I'm from South Korea.
you see,
No, I'm joking.
all over the place. I've got Norway. My nan is part gypsy.
Yeah, my
Rome.
side's gypsy.
So, you know, you've got Rome, Norway, Irish, Welsh, Scottish,
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people have Irish inheritance.
here. Oh man, I've got so many family members that I don't even know of. And watch them be like, from my entire, I don't even know, man. So me, I'm just the odd man. But me, I'm white as anything, so.
White is amazing.
Definitely nothing native or like African or, you know, Jamaican or something like that. No, probably actually, I don't know. I should from Rastafarian, Jesus. That'd be funny.
And I think, looking at you, I think you're 1% Korean.
Probably. It's the eyes, isn't it?
No, it wasn't the eyes.
Oh, it's the big lips.
Yeah, obviously.
I've got some fat lips. I don't even need them injections.
Damn. You making
I'm
any girl
bad.
jealous, you know?
I'm born bad and bougie. Enough said. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, go check out my channel. It's in the description below. If you want to do that, I don't actually mind. I just posted a video not too long ago. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year whenever you're watching this video. You know, hope you're all doing alright. Hope you have a lovely day. And also, good morning, afternoon, evening, or good night.
Well, we've came to the end of Great and Goffical. I hope you enjoyed our episode. We'll say it's the most festive, olivey tasting podcast you've ever listened to. Sorry for how amazing our studio is.